Meanwhile, a diplomatic row appears to be brewing between Malawi and South Africa. The Malawian government has expressed its displeasure about the treatment of President Lazarus Chakwera and his delegation after a working visit here in South Africa last week.
Well, in a statement, Malawi's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that President Chakwera's advance team was delayed for 7 hours in Pretoria on Friday night for what it described as vague and unspecified security reasons. It described the treatment as improper when compared to the warm hospitality President Chakwera had received on his arrival.
The delay at Waterkloof Air Force Base came after it was learned that Shepherd and Mary Bushiri had skipped bail and fled South Africa. Both South African and Malawian authorities have denied allegations that the Bushiris escaped on board the president's jet. All right, SABC foreign editor Sophie Mokoena now joins us live for more on this. Sophie, very good evening to you. Thanks indeed for your time. So clearly there's a diplomatic spat that is brewing here. That statement that was issued by Malawi a bit earlier on today, quite hard-hitting.
Yes, indeed, but I want us to start with the warrant of arrest that was issued today. As I indicated yesterday, that the Hawks and NPA will have to go back to court to get the warrant of arrest. The warrant of arrest enables the two institutions to start the extradition process, and that will be done by the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice will then present a paper or a request and documents, and that will be accompanied by this warrant of arrest to the Malawian authorities so that they can act. And the first thing that Malawian authorities must do is to get Bushiri behind the cells, keep him there while they are going through their own processes in terms of the law, so that they can decide whether it's proper or whatever South Africa has submitted meet the requirements in terms of their own national legislature, but also the laws of that country. Now, the second issue is that, which is a bonus for the Hawks and also for the police and also for Home Affairs and for the law enforcement agencies in South Africa. Now that there's this warrant of arrest and now he is officially a fugitive and a wife, now this has triggered Interpol. In other words, whatever they do, they must know that if they go to any airport, a red light is going to flicker. And therefore, they are going to be arrested, which is a bonus. And therefore, him not appearing as he had promised to the law enforcement agencies in Malawi today, I'm beginning to ask questions whether he had already left Malawi or he's still in Malawi, maybe on his way to South Africa or trying to get to the next destination, because now Malawi is in a fix. They have to arrest him, keep him. It doesn't mean they have to hand him over to South Africa. They have to exhaust all avenues internally. On the diplomatic spec, yes, we saw that strong statement from the Foreign Affairs Minister. What transpired here, Criselda, is that when the president was supposed to leave, his plane was at Waterkloof. As you know, that all heads of state and government, their arrival and departure is Waterkloof. Now, you have what we call an advance team. When the president or head of state is traveling, you have what we call an advance team. The advance team are your officials, your security people who arrive in the country prior to prepare for the arrival, and even those who are driving cars and also the security of the president will embark on a trial run a day before to know exactly where to pick up the president, what time, where, and all that. Now, apparently there was an advance team that came to prepare for the president's arrival, and when they went back, apparently they wanted to take the entire delegation. That includes the advance team, and therefore South African authorities were saying, no, you can't have this advanced team leaving from Waterkloof. They have to leave from OR Tambo. You can pick them up there. But it's quite strange because you can put them as part of the itinerary, and therefore they could have gone to Waterkloof and leave. But then we are made to understand that that wasn't really a reason. The reason was that at that time, it was already known that Bushiri didn't report to the police station, and therefore they were already investigating. And I think the suspicion was that perhaps he's likely to sneak out of the country, perhaps getting a lift from the plane, even though the authorities of Malawi had indicated that that was not going to be the case. And therefore, apparently, during that search, when they were searching the plane and looking at these people who are living, it was a rough exercise. And I can tell you, I know PPU, I know the security cluster of South Africa. When they deal with security matters, sometimes it can be hectic. And now South Africa being seen as this arrogant country in dealing with heads of states. This issue is now all over the continent. Yesterday I spoke to someone in Zimbabwe who was very aggrieved that even people on the continent, they know that the president of Malawi was almost ill-treated. We are still waiting for South Africa's Foreign Affairs Department to issue a statement, but the presidency yesterday indicated that their relations are still cordial, and the fact that Bushiri didn't travel with the president of Malawi.
So I guess the big question now is where exactly is Shepherd Bushiri and his wife, because they were due, like you said, to report to the authorities in that country. That has not happened, with South Africa now having obviously sent its, now issuing this arrest warrant. Clearly something needs to happen. Nobody knows if he's still in Malawi as we speak.
Yes, I think during Unfiltered at 8:30, Aldrin St. Pierre will be in conversation with the Malawian information minister, who's also the spokesperson of Malawi. We'll get some clarity in terms of whether they were able to locate him. But the reality is he didn't present himself before the law enforcement agencies. I don't know whether now he has done it, but before I went on air, there was no information around that. But what I can assure you is that right now the Minister of Justice is now working very hard to ensure that he does communicate with Lilongwe and Pretoria in its attempt to get Bushiri extradited back to South Africa. They may, I think, to speed up the process, the Justice Minister will do it, and he's not even going to ask DERCO to take the process forward, because it will delay the whole thing.
All right, thank you very much indeed, SABC Foreign Editor Sophie Mokoena on the latest there.